And can't forget my most important feature, my newsman fedora here. You guys are probably wondering, does Swordsman really have a fedora? And to that I say, does this answer your question? Never leave the house without it. It's a style of hat that most people overlook or find it old-fashioned. So I thought maybe why not bring it back. Also, we got some guests that I want to show you. So this one's actually one of my favorite plush toys. Look at here. This is Marshmallow. This is your child now. This is the Crimson Sakura Lounge's adopted child. You are to take care of this child, because as you can see, they are really badly hurt.
60 years ago,
so, everyone say hi, Marshmallow.
How do we get to the car
Say hi.
Your cat?
Hi.
I think something bizarre has been going on that farm.
I saw them at a convention, and I just had to have them. I just love this style of, like, these plush toys where they have, like, all the stitches and the ringing eyes. What happened to my camera? Did I turn it off? I did turn it off. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Also, I don't think I ever showcased this before, but you guys probably don't know this, but I actually have a coin. A very special coin that I hold true and dear to me. This is my lucky coin, Lady Medusa. Don't stare at her for too long, boys. She's got eyes that'll turn you into stone. And if you look at the date real closely, if it wants to focus, the date is 1938. You probably can't see it, but it is 1938. So, today is 2025. So 2025, 1938. Yeah, it is 1938. Look at that. You know what date is on this coin? 1938. It has been traveling 87 years around the world, and somehow it found itself in my bar. If you are familiar with guys like Two-Face, then you know that every time I flip this coin, Lady Medusa decides what I do. And I do mean everything. Heads, I take it. Tails, I don't. And as you can see, this was actually modified from a silver dollar. It's a really interesting piece, and it's my good luck charm. It's one of those things where if I don't have it around me, I freak out. Why I would freak out? Because this thing is literally what helps me decide things I can't decide on. And if I don't flip this at least once, I'm probably going to lose my goddamn mind. Now, of course, there are caveats to flipping this coin. Because if you say something that you're going to do, you have to commit to it. If you don't commit to it, Lady Medusa will curse you with really bad luck. So don't upset the coin. Listen to it, obey its every command, let that coin decide your fate. If you're trying to decide whether to purchase an anime figure or a car, and you say, heads I take the figure, tails I take the car, you flip it. And if it lands on tails, you're getting that car. That anime figure you really want, it's gone. if you don't obey the coin, bad things are going to happen to you because the curse of Medusa is going to haunt you till the day you die. So, word of advice. If I ever do a coin flip and it decides what I'm going to do, I'm going to listen to it regardless of what the outcome is. Regardless how I feel about it, and when I do go against it, I usually end up regretting it later down the road. So, definitely not going to do that. So that's my lucky coin. Just going to leave it here so that everyone can see it. Really good one, by the way. It was a really nice gift, by the way. I cherish it a lot. But it doesn't stop there. Two guests that I want to show you guys. It's my gay sons. Yeah, I got some Tokyo Ghoul plushies not too long ago. Got them both for just $10, which was a pretty good deal. You gotta love these two. They're like really good. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. Which is the peanut butter? Which is the jelly? That's for you to decide. I just love the level of detail. I couldn't find him in his like white hair and that costume, which would have been awesome, but I still like it. These two are probably a good addition to my collection, and truth be told, I'm actually a bit of a Tokyo Ghoul fan, so I really enjoy it. I enjoy the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, Season 1, and nothing else. Those are the only seasons that exist. There is no Season 2. If you love me, you will agree with me that there is no Season 2. These two. You know what? Those are probably the two best places for them to be there. Now you guys can see them anytime you want. I really have thought about rewatching Tokyo Ghoul and collecting the manga. I really enjoyed it before. So, we might actually do that. I know there was a Tokyo Ghoul video game on PS4 that tackles the season that does not exist, but I kind of stopped at it mostly because there's really nothing that special. And speaking of Tokyo Ghoul, I got a little piece here. I'm gonna do my best to cover the shiny bits because I don't want to show off my face to you guys. I actually got the mask, Kaneki's mask. Let me just flip that around so you can get a better view. I'm covering up the metal bits because they're really reflective. They're really cool. It has a zipper mouth, which is a nice attention to detail. It does come with the eye patch, so I will wear the eye patch with it. That's going to be like my, I wouldn't say my Halloween costume, but it's going to be pretty close to it. So I'm all set for Spooky Month. I'm all set for Spooky Month, for sure. And speaking of spooky, there are two very valuable things I have in my collection that you may have seen before, but probably don't know how I got them. Okay. Yeah, I dropped a lot of things. I am not a professional streamer, so there's that. Anyways. What was I just saying? Alright. I have two things that are pretty valuable to me. And they're very special. And you're probably going to see why. Let's see if I can do this right. Whoa! You guys see that? See that? Does she look familiar to any of you? You would if you have been with me from the start on my streams. Yeah, I got myself a Rena figure. Her going all crazy-eyed and stuff. And this figure is actually pretty special. It's actually a recoloring of her look. It's extremely rare. And it was very hard for me to get. This was actually before the whole tariff thing happened, so didn't have to worry about those fees, but still had to pay a lot for it. Not going to tell you how much, however. The funny thing is that when I got her box and I opened it up, you want to know what it smelled like? The ocean. Or more specifically, it smelled like a swimming pool that was right next to the ocean. And it just hit me with that wave of a scent because, you know, that was almost like an act of God. Like that was a sign that she came to me from overseas and somehow ended up here. And just look at her. Look how innocent she is. Does this look like the face of a serial killer to you guys? Does this look like someone who would run up to you with a hatchet, screaming, laughing maniacally? Let's be honest. I'm sure Callie would like it. Speaking of which, not only did I get a Higurashi figure, but I was lucky enough to find some Umeneko merch, too. Now, the thing about the Umeneko stuff is that it was really limited in stock. They don't make any of these figures anymore, not even the Higurashi ones. And they command outrageous prices on eBay. So I really had to do some digging to see if I could find any figures from like some offshore sites. If you want any recommendations on where to look for some stuff from overseas, I highly recommend From Japan. There's also Bai, Rakuten, a lot of these like third-party sites that will actually help you get products from overseas in Japan. And you can get them for like really cheap too. The only drawback is that there are import fees that you have to pay. Those are usually the downside of that. But it does save you a lot more, especially when you compare it to the prices on eBay and Amazon from these scalpers who make these stupid amounts of money for this. But anyways, that's a topic for another time. As for what I got, well, look at this. I ended up finding Maria from Umeneko. She is adorable. She has a few defects on her head and on the back of her skirt. There's like some scuffs. But still, I was able to pick it up at a reasonable price. I've seen figures like these go for like $100. I was actually able to pick this up for like $40. I still had to pay like a good amount of import fees, but it was still worth it. I haven't found Shannon or Jessica yet. And strangely enough, I haven't found any of Beatrice yet. I guess that she's still there. But anyways. Again with the mouse. I really need to find... This is a very crowded desk, by the way. I don't really have a whole lot. I'm trying to see how I can showcase them. You know what? Maybe I'll just take them off the base and put them like right here. Right,
because all
right
the other frames were long since fallen, I knew that it was the...
You gotta be careful with Rena because she comes off like easy. Like, ridiculously
Then
easy.
came a noxious rush of noisome, frigid air from that same dreaded direction.
You know, looking at these two side by side right now, I often wonder, like,
Followed by a piercing
how
shriek
much
just
would
beside
Rena
me on that shocking
act the way she does
gloom of man and
when she's with Rika, and how she goes,
In another instant,
"Aw, so
knocked back loose from the
cute.
bench by the devilish
Rena
stretching
gonna
of
take
some
you
unseen
home."
entity of titanic size, but
Like,
undefended nature.
Do you think she would do that if she saw Maria? Chances are she probably would. She's also got some really big hands. Like, she can... She knows how to throw down. So we got that. I also got something else that's pretty special. Now, I did show you Tomei before, the Junji Ito comic that I had. I say comic, it's more like a tome. But I also got something pretty interesting else to show you.
And we knew in a few seconds that we were in St. Mary's Hospital. Attendants were grouped about in tense curiosity, eager to aid our memory by telling us how we came there. And we soon heard of the farmer who had found us at noon in a lonely field beyond Meadow Hill, a mile from the old burying ground, on a spot.
So this was technically my first Junji Ito manga. I didn't get to read Tomei or Uzumaki until like way later. This is one that I actually got for a Christmas present. This is Fragments of Horror. It's a compilation of some Junji Ito short stories all put together. And it has some pretty impressive artwork too. Like, it has some stuff that
Then he said we were the victims of a vicious bull.
That really makes you
The animal was a difficult thing
get a little crazy.
After the doctors and nurses had left,
I'm trying to find one that's like okay to show because there are some stuff that's a little
those scars.
Sus.
Was it like that?
I'm sure this is probably fine, right? You know, like this one right here.
When he whispered back from the thing I had half expected.
Like, you can see like the grotesqueness that this is going for. It has like a lot of like body horror, a lot of stuff that you would probably get nuts about.
There were eyes and a blemish.
The only issue is that there's like
The maelstrom, the ultimate abomination.
there's some stuff that here that contains a bit of nudity. So obviously I'm not going to show a lot of it. But it is a pretty cool thing to look at if you want to see like how tormented some of these works can be. You got one where there's a cursed futon that makes someone have really bad dreams. There's a dissection class that has the most unusual stuff. A funeral in which the dead are definitely not laid to rest, but they are definitely still present. Like, some of these are silly, some of these are horrifying, and overall, they make for a good read if you want a little difference here. So it's called Fragments of Horror. It's a real nice bite-size book for those who want to get into Junji Ito. Real nice compilation. And for like $18, you really can't go wrong. Honestly, you can. So that's all I have to show off today. But we'll get some more treasures down the road.